levels of safety. Can you imagine consequences of an oil or gas pipeline inrush? When the earth roars of inexorable, ruthless disaster, and it feels like an explosion is just about to happen that will tear to shreds everything around and will leave nothing alive. It seems that a man is weak against such a fire demon. However, it is not true. Such accidents, thank God, don't happen so often. Fires of a much smaller scale still take human lives daily. Firemen, however quickly they react, will come only in a few minutes. Well, during this time, you can lose all you have earned so hard, and this is at best. Worse is, if the irretrievable happens, when due to carelessness or some other factors, we lose the most valuable thing, life. It is not a scary movie. Unfortunately, it is our reality. We can't turn away from it. We should face it and learn to counteract. It is not easy, but possible. For our protection, scientists develop novel technologies capable of thinking instead of man. The machine is not cleverer, it is stronger than us, because it doesn't know what fear is. Ukrainian designers have created a unique type of fire extinguishing equipment that has no analogs in the world as yet. Installation Impulse Storm for extinguishing large-scale fires, oil and gas fountains, tall buildings, nuclear and thermoelectric power stations, ammunition depots and chemical plants. 50 barrels, each containing 30 kilograms of fire extinguishing powder, hit at a distance of up to 120 meters. Only one shot of impulse can put out a fire at an oil well. Gas turbine fire installation JFR. Based on a jet plane engine, this installation can extinguish burning wells with a jet of gas and water mixture having a capacity of 250 kilograms per second, which is supplied at a high speed and in a very pulverized form at a distance of up to 70 meters. Fire Extinguisher Impulse Storm. A compact, user-friendly unit. It extinguishes fire from a distance of 5 to 15 meters. It can safely extinguish burning electric equipment under the voltage of up to 35,000 volts. It doesn't require recharging for 5 years. This unique equipment has been developed for 13 years by specialists with new impulse technologies. In order to see this equipment in action, owners of leading companies dealing with fire prevention technologies have come to Ukraine from different places of the world, from Brazil, Malaysia, Portugal, Israel, Turkey. They also represented the interests of other countries, France, Spain, India, the United States. The foreign specialists also visited a Poltava rescue base with a unique training oil derrick, the only one in the CIS. After a welcoming ceremony, they saw an impressive sight. This is how a pipeline break is imitated and how the fire extinguishing installation Impulse copes with it. And here a gas fountain is burning. This is how a turbine installation extinguishes the fire. And finally, the rescuers showed in action handheld fire extinguishers designed by the company New Impulse Technologies. When gasoline or a barrel with chemicals is burning, when wood or sodden rags are burning, when there is a short circuit and cable is burning.
And we are very impressed
Ragavan,
with
Papua,
the
Malaysia.
demonstration.
We have covered a big distance to see such a new effective fire equipment. It's very impressive because the New Impulse Technologies combine intellectual research efforts in various fields.
To be used in fighting fire.
I have a Israeli leading.
Michael Fink, Israel. I see this kind of equipment for the first time, and it is impressive. I think such equipment should be used in the whole world because it is very effective. This is just the kind of equipment that I've been looking for to use in my country. We asked the foreign guests how they got to know about this company.
This is not my
Belul
first visit
Özdemir, Turkey.
to Ukraine. This is my second.
A friend advised me to look for information about New Impulse Technologies, so I contacted Mr. Ivanov, came to Ukraine and saw this unique equipment. I'd like to be the first in my country to apply these new technologies.
Especially we're worried with the
Fabio Cortes Ro, Brazil. I'm here because we are developing a new environmental project. It is very important for Brazil. I'm looking for a new system for protection of oil pipelines, because they are very old in Brazil and are becoming very dangerous. Here I've seen a very effective system.
that could be a really good opportunity.
The guests tried the fire extinguishers in action for themselves. Are they really so simple in use?
Our fire brigades, most 80%
Luis Duarte,
or more
Portugal.
are volunteers.
The most important thing is that this fire extinguisher can be used at a safe distance. Sometimes you can't reach fire with an ordinary extinguisher, and with this one we can put out fire even in hard-to-reach places. As they say, genius is simple, at least simple in use. The foreign guests admitted that within the last 50 years there had been nothing similar in the field of fire extinguishing. It is a breakthrough. Recently, in the United States, firemen were unable to extinguish a fire at an oil well for 10 months. The entire arsenal of equipment was employed, oceans of water were poured out, but all in vain. Finally, they hit upon an idea to throw a barrel with dynamite into the flame. There were no casualties, but they had a hard time. The whole world saw these video shots. People praised the equipment, the heroism of rescuers and sappers. Our impulse technology was not there. One day would have been enough to extinguish that fire. The whole world recognizes the uniqueness of the project, except in this country. Although it is our pride, image, respect and international recognition. It is not just a scientific discovery that will be shelved. These are real, tested technologies of fire protection. Valery Ivanov, Director General of New Impulse Technologies, says that his whole life is emergency situations. He rescued passengers from hijackers and worked at Chernobyl after the nuclear accident. Only thanks to such enthusiasts we have new technologies and discoveries. Because today only a non-ordinary producer and businessman can stay in this country creating and implementing interesting inventions, trying to overcome absurd and stupid bureaucratic barriers in his homeland. Such people are real enthusiasts. They might as well be working somewhere in Brazil or in Russia, where they have long been invited. They have more interesting ideas, how to improve fire equipment, how to help rescuers work more promptly and efficiently. Some inventions are already being tested, others are still at the stage of development. Fire never asks if you are able to cope with it. It destroys everything on its way. And we must be fully armed to counteract it. For it is our impulse of safety.